Well, hello my lovely stars, I hope you are all well. It is the 26th of February, 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and I am recording this video. It started and then it stopped, and I already started packing the cards out. So just so that you guys can see that I'm not stacking anything, I'm just going to shuffle again, and then we will put out 25 cards. 5 for each of the weeks. Oh, come on, they are very sticky. 5 for every week. And as we all know, month of March has got 5 weeks, and we are in eclipse season. We are in a Mercury Retrograde month, and it drags a lot of things. A lot of things gets dragged, but also Mercury also brings us some truths and stuff, and this is going to be about not just about high vibes. It's going to be a system that is cracking, and I think narratives are going to be unraveling. Power is going to be shifting some hands, and there's going to be consequences landing, and as per usual, we can hear it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We had breakfast this morning, but now it's decided it wants more food. But in any case, let it be. We might see in this month some communication breakdown. We are probably going to see political phrase and tethering happening. With Mercury in retrograde, the markets and the economy is always a stress in retrograde. Climate pressures is going to be a little bit heightened, I think. I don't know. Let's have a look. And then we all know we are sitting in a climate where there is just hidden information. And so today I'm going to break it down. 5 weeks. It's quite a big spread, so I will do the first 2 rows, and then I will do the next rows, and we are going to look at it. And I don't want anybody to get into fear, into stress and everything else. This is just patterns that we're seeing at the moment. The energies and stuff can change tomorrow, and it is just staying aware and not getting blindsided. So let's us have a look. I'm just going to put this to the side here so you guys can see, and let's start here, and I will probably have to shimmy them up in order to get them all in, because it is quite a big spread. There we go. The Tower. Oh, not a good start to March. 10 of... Oh God, really? Well, this is the beginning of March. That's the beginning of March. So let's have a look, and let's have a look on the second row. 7 of Swords. Oh, the Devil under the 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Wands. Page of Swords in reverse. King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, let's unpack these first 2 rows. This Tower card. There's going to be a sudden disruption of something. Headline shocks. And shocks that's going to shock people. I almost want to say that there's a system malfunction. Something that has been unstable for a while is suddenly going to be snapping. And I just wonder here if this is not going to be political mess. Maybe some infrastructure issues. Seeing that next to the Pentacles here, I wonder if there's not going to be a jolt in the markets. And looking at all the clouds and stuff here, it's something to do with climate as well. Something is going to come with climate. There's going to be a shock with climate as well, and we can't ignore it any longer. There's 5 of Pentacles here. And I'll use this deck here to clarify if we need to clarify. The continued financial stress. Strain on resources. People feeling squeezed. The economy. Anxiety is surfacing because of everything in the news cycles. I think there might still be some more rising costs, more shortages of stuff, layoffs, and some institutions might actually start admitting that they are under pressure themselves and they can no longer ignore it. And this is a world prediction. This is not for one country in particular. That is energies around the world, and I'm looking at it from a southern hemisphere perspective. So give me a second here, please. Sorry, I've just removed his necklace with the dangles on it so he can continue eating without disturbing me, because it was getting on my nerves. I do apologize for that. Yeah, and I think the people in power can no longer ignore it. It's almost telling me that there's 5 countries that is really feeling the pressure, and people in 5 countries that's really feeling the pressure. I know here in New Zealand we are feeling the pressure. I know the UK is feeling pressure. Canada, I don't know. Australia, I think, is feeling it as well. The US. So, and it could also be Russia that's feeling this pressure. This 10 of Swords here is just a betrayal energy. There's going to be a painful ending. And it's almost telling me that narratives are going to start collapsing. Somebody is being exposed. Somebody is going to get knives in their back. And it feels like it's going to be the final straw. It's going to be the final thing that breaks the back. Expect, I would say, at least one headline or one story this week. It's going to say, in week 1, it's going to say, we are done. We are done with this. We are now taking up our swords and we are coming for you. And I'm not meaning it in a literal manner. I am talking about swords, words. We can't do this anymore. People are going to really start speaking up because they can't do this anymore. This Knight of Swords here, this is reckless communication. Words again. People are talking before they are thinking. Misinformation is being spread fast. The media is rushing a story, and then they're having to correct stuff. Public figures are also going to be saying things that are going to creating some backlash. But look here how it's looking towards this the 10 of Swords here. People, stay calm, stay peaceful, but speak your mind. And I think people are tired of the manipulation. Look here, look at these two here. The Tower and the Moon. They're tired of being eluded and colluded and things being hidden in the dark. And things are again not going to be presented as true honesty this week. There's emotional manipulation. And it's the media. Look at all the words here. It's the media that's manipulating stuff. And confusion is being created intentionally in some cases. Something is going to crack. People are going to panic. Narratives are getting messy. And not all information is clean. Watch. Be careful. Double check, quadruple check before you start reposting stuff online. Don't get yourself in trouble. Double check what people are posting online as well. Don't just jump to conclusions, is what this is telling me. Week 2 here, the 7 of Swords keeps showing up. I don't know why, but the 7 of Swords always keeps showing up. It's leaks, secrets, espionage. Behind the scenes things are moving. Information is moving. Are there maybe more whistleblowers coming out? Is there going to be more data hacked? And isn't the information maybe going to come out in unofficial ways? Or internal documents coming out? Again, words. Look at all the words. Look at all the swords here. The devil here. Also, always. Corruption. Look how this leaking is looking to corruption and the political manipulation here. and we're going to start seeing stuff coming out. Somebody is going to be shown to be playing dirty. Somebody's going to be shown to be playing dirty. We can't see it right now, but look here how the sword is looking at the devil here. Is it going to be a scandal about two people? I don't know. We're in the midst of the Epps files. There's more coming out. I don't know. Is 2 more people going to fall in the UK? I don't know. I'm just having a look at it. Is this also related maybe to New Zealand with false narratives being pushed out by certain parties at the moment, and they are being exposed? 5 of Wands here. There's some political, look here how it sits underneath the swords here. There's some infighting happening. Stuff, wars on social media. And I think, isn't there might be more protests and online clashes. Everybody is yelling and yelling and yelling, but nobody is actually listening. Page of Swords. Misinformation. Look how the misinformation is sitting underneath the sword over here. Fast moving information coming out. Don't trust your headlines and don't take anything and everything at face value. And sorry for the movement, but I just had a boat coming past speeding, which they're not allowed to do speeding on the water. They're only about like 5 knots, and this was doing about 8 knots. Anyway, guys, let's get back to this. Don't just trust everything that's coming out on social media. Don't take it for face value. And everybody is pushing aggressively their version of things. Look again, words again underneath here. This King of Pentacles in reversed. Somebody in finance. Financial leadership is wobbling. Watch out for news maybe potentially about a bank, or a fund, or a CEO, or a financial authority losing credibility. The markets are very nervous. And this we can already sort of start seeing that there's a little bit of a volatility in the markets. I'm no investor or stock market dweller or dabbler or anything. So please, this is just for fun and entertainment purposes. Make up your own mind. And there's a money scandal. Why is money scandal coming to the forefront here? The leaking of money scandal. And we'll look at these cards coming down in a moment. Okay, let's move on. I'm just going to shimmy these over so that I've got a little bit more space. Otherwise, we're not going to do it. And I'll try and keep this quick and short. Let's have a look here. There's a long man's Hanged Man. Justice in reverse. Oh, I don't like that. 2 of Pentacles upright. 8 of Wands in reverse. Judgment in reverse. And I'll go on with the other 2 lines here. The Emperor. The Wheel of Fortune upright. 6 of Wands in reverse. Queen of Swords upright. And the 3 of Cups. Let's leave week 5 for last year. Let's quickly have a look here. This Hanged Man. It's almost like something is stalling in this week with this Hanged Man. Nothing is really moving forward. Negotiations and stuff are pausing. And certain decisions are stuck. And certain people realize they can't proceed with what they want to do. There's Justice in reverse. There's some confusion in the legal system. And it might be delays with court stuff. Or controversial rulings. A system that's supposed to be fair. And it's sitting under the devil here. It's supposed to be fair, but it's looking messy, and it's not looking innocent, and it's supposed to be innocent, but it's not looking innocent. It's made to look guilty. Some controversial thing about in the courts are going to come up. There's Two of Pentacles here. They're trying to balance and manipulate. Look how it's sitting under the wands here. Financial balancing acts, budget stresses, and juggling of policies. And juggling what is coming out in fights. Eight of Wands in reverse. This tells me we're going to have tech problems. Might be some travel disruptions, communication breakdowns, and announcements that were supposed to get rolled out, get postponed. Things are just moving slower. Things are just moving slower. Words again. Three of Cups here. Oh, sorry, I'm looking Judgment. Judgment. I've shifted it up too high. Judgment here in reverse. People feel that there's no accountability. People are avoiding responsibilities. Big decisions are being pushed back. And everybody is waiting for anybody else to make certain decisions. Everything feels paused and strained in week 3. And it's not a week of 100% clarity. It's almost like the institutions are paralyzed in week 3. Week 4, we are looking at the Emperor here. The Emperor here, it's again leadership. Look at the leadership underneath this. Political surprises or outcomes that suddenly can change the game unexpectedly. Election results, a leadership changes, or a sudden pivot to something is what the Wheel of Fortune is telling me. This Wheel of Fortune is telling me that there is something happening with this Emperor. Is this the UK? Not the royal family. The UK, the Prime Minister. Could this be the Prime Minister of the UK? Could this be the Prime Minister? Could there be changes? Could there be a sudden snap election called in the UK? Could there be a snap election called in the United Kingdom? And the Six of Wands is telling me victories are going to be contested. Nobody is in full agreement of it. But it's all up to the public. You see all the fights here? People stabbing them in the back. This Queen of, I don't know, Six of Wands. Doesn't seem that there's a winner anyway. And it doesn't feel, people don't feel like it's going to be, it's like a forced victory almost. This Queen of Swords here. More stuff. Look at the swords, the words. More stuff is going to come up. Investigative reporting, fact checking. Journalists are actually going to be cutting through the noise. They are going to be cutting through narratives here. And they're going to dissect things and they're going to clean it up after this Mercury retrograde. Three of Cups here. And it feels like this cutting is going to bring people together. It's almost feeling here that where they felt that people weren't listening, that this here is going to bring a sort of a celebration to people. And people that felt polarized are now going to sort of join forces. And it's because of this leader here. And this could be leadership anywhere. I know in Hungary there's also elections and stuff coming up. There's also elections coming up in Hungary soon. I think it's happening at the end of March. Leave a comment and let me know. Is this the people here that's going to celebrate in Hungary? This week is about power, and it's repositioning things. And it's almost like leadership is trying to reset controls. people weren't buying these narratives, and they're cutting through the misinformation, and it makes them the winners. Oh, week 5. Oh, okay, let's have a look here. The death card shows up directly underneath the Emperor. New beginnings. I'm not saying somebody is dying, but there is a new beginning. Some policies are going to be dying. Alliances are going to be broken. Narratives are collapsing. Look here, the collapse, the Tower and the death card. And this is not symbolic. It is definitely an ending with no rewind button. But there are some financial hope. There are some new offerings and possibly some new funding coming through. But it's just a little bit. There's not a lot going to happen. And it's going to be growth that is going to be materialized slowly. It's a slow move out of something. Out of some financial issue. 10 of Wands. Everybody's just feeling absolutely exhausted. They are overloaded with all the fighting and the balancing. They are tired of the Tower moments. They're tired of the illusions. Look how it points all the way down here. People are just tired. The Star here in reverse. The public trust is still shaken. Hope is damaged. People are feeling disillusioned. But it doesn't mean despair. It means that there is optimism. There is something coming through the cracks. Something is coming through the cracks, and it will be through all the media stuff. But I think people also feel disillusioned about everything that is happening in the media here. This Hermit card. Look at the Hermit. Could there be a change in the Middle East as well with this ending? Look at the two of them looking at each other here. Look there, the Tower and the Moon and everything. If we look to the center of this, everything is a balancing act. All these things are a balancing act. People, retreat into yourself, go ground yourself, look at things from a different, higher perspective. Use your intuition. Go into a planning mode, and still instead of a public facing mode is what I want to say. Retreat within yourself. Let's quickly get some clarifiers. Gods, can you please tell me this Emperor? Who's this Emperor? Can you please give me an answer on who the Emperor might be? Who's the Emperor? Who's the Emperor? Legacy. Somebody of the dark side of wealth, financial failure or loss. Lack of stability, lack of... Leave a comment if you think it is. I'm not passing a judgment here. I've got my own thoughts. I'm not passing judgment. You let me know in the comments. Clarify this death card for me. Clarify the death card for me. Clarify the death card for me. Nurturing, practical, providing finality, a working parent. Look at the 2 pentacles. I think this is UK based. I think this is UK based. That's all I'm saying. I think it's UK based. Can you clarify the Tower for me? Can you clarify the Tower? Clarify the Tower for me, please. Clarify the Tower for me. Clarify the Tower for me, please. Oh, 2 cards jumped out. The Tower card means that there's a transition or a change, leaving behind, releasing, letting go, moving forward. Okay, we know that. Tears, emotional loss, blocked creativity, empathy, self-love, intuition, repressed emotions. Is somebody going to be pushing daisies? Is this just what it's saying? I don't know. One last card. Let's just have a look. Let's quickly have a look here. Can we clarify the 10 of Swords? Clarify the 10 of Swords for me. Clarify the 10 of Swords. Two cards came out. Inner joy, smugness, dissatisfaction, indulgence, materialism, inner happiness. It's somebody in tech, I think. Negative thoughts, self-imposed restrictions, imprisonment, victim mentality. Somebody that's always playing the victim is going to get their comeuppance. Somebody that is always playing the victim is going to get their comeuppance. This card wanted to show itself. Regret, failure, disappointment, pessimism, loss and grief. Guys, I'm telling you, I think we might have a death towards the end of March. I hope I'm not right. I hope I'm not right. New project, urge to create, willpower, desire, powerful potentials, beginnings, new opportunities, growth. Something new is coming through all this fog. Secrets are coming out. Greediness, overspending, self-protection. Guys, don't overspend. Don't overspend this month, especially with the 5 here, the 5 of Pentacles. Don't overspend. Watch your pennies. Hard work, productivity, routine, conversations, efficiency, responsibility. Keep doing what you're doing, and through the hard work of this, things are going to come right. Because there is going to be doing it all, carrying the burden, delegation, release. Something is going to be released. Because look here. There we go. Here's the Page of Swords again. New ideas, curiosity, new ways of communicating, restless mental energy. Guard your mental energy, guys, please. Year of the Horse. Knight of Wands in reverse. It's a passion, it's anger, scattered energy, delays and frustration. Get through this month. Yes, we are in a slow month. We are in a slow month. Just take it easy. Take it easy. Don't burn yourself out. Do what the Hermit does. Retreat and rebalance yourself. And with that, I hope my thoughts on the passing is not going to be correct, but it is going to be new beginnings. And let's just have a look here. Disappointment, abandonment, withdrawal, walking away, leaving behind. The end of this month, we are going to leave everything behind. All these illusions and stuff are going to be left behind. There's new opportunities and a happy surprise coming at the end of the month. And that, my friends, have a lovely day, and I'll speak to you all soon. Until I speak to you soon, bye bye.